how and why I confronted and dealt with the fear of loneliness. So, fear of loneliness was impacting all the choice I was making in my life. Every person I attracted in my life was based on this because of this fear of loneliness. That's why I attracted people who were not aligned with me, and I was not able to eliminate them from my life. And I was holding on to that misalignment in the relationship, that toxicity in the relationship, because I didn't want it to be lonely. And that's why I made wrong choices for the past 22 years of my life. I have also seen that this fear of loneliness has impacted my grandmothers, my mother, my father, everyone in my family was impacted because of this fear of loneliness. They were repressing their own authentic happiness just to not be lonely. And that is why, because I was having lot of issues, and then one of it was mental health issues, so I was constantly getting triggered by staying into unhealthy relationship. It was a high time I decided that I need to deal with this fear of loneliness first. And also I realized that this fear of loneliness was impacting my brain's functioning capacity. I knew this intuitively, that this is the reason for me not able to function joyfully in the world, for my brain not able to function joyfully in the world. So what I did, and yeah, another thing, important thing, which I also understood, that it was impacting my ability to take stand for myself, which was again reflecting into lack of self-worth. So fear of loneliness is linked to lack of self-worth. And everything boils down to self-worth and self-confidence and self-love. And I truly believe that my ADHD brain is signaling me that I am holding on to this fear of loneliness. My parents, my grandparents, everyone was holding on to this fear of loneliness, and that's why they were making the choices which weren't aligned with them, which wasn't aligned with their authentic happiness. And it is reflecting in me, in that fear of loneliness gets manifested in our brain's functioning, in our physiology. So every fear gets manifested in our brain's ability to function in the world joyfully. And that is why I thought that it is the time to reflect and release this fear and to set myself free. So what I did was, I just sat with this fear. I confronted this fear. This fear was also linked to my financial fear, because I was used to constantly think that if I don't have a partner, who is going to support me? And the same fear my mother was carrying, my grandmothers, both my grandmothers have lived with this. So financial fear, because I am not able to function for myself, and how am I going to support myself if I don't have a partner or if I don't have someone? That is why then I confronted this fear of loneliness. I sat with it for a long time. And not long time, but yeah, I sat with this emotion of being lonely on this planet. Like, what if everyone leaves and I'm the only person who exists on this planet? Am I not going to live? Am I not going to live joyfully? Am I not going to function and do whatever it needs to take care of myself joyfully, with ease and with happiness? When I asked that question, and then my brain felt at ease, that something inside me felt at ease. And then that's how I processed that fear of being lonely. Fear of loneliness is also linked to fear of rejection, because we internalize the rejection from other people because we don't want to feel lonely. But once we deal with this fear of loneliness, we create a safe space within our own self. This safe space which my parents were not able to find within themselves, which my grandparents were not able to find within themselves. And then when we deal with this fear, with all the inner fears, then we become safe space for our loved ones. Then we start functioning and serving from a place of joy and not from a place of fear. That is why looking into every inner child wound is so important, because subconsciously it plays its part in your life, and it also reflects in the way your brain will function for you. So hope this helps you in understanding the fear of loneliness, and also gives you on an idea on how you can also address this loneliness first and then seek relationships. I'm not saying you live alone for the rest of your life. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying don't go into a relationship from a place of fear of being lonely, because then you will keep attracting wrong people. But when you will go into a relationship from a place of inner joy, from a place that I'm going to serve in this relationship, you will attract abundant people in your life. You will attract the right person in your life, and you will be able to see that shifts happening in your life. That is why I'll always request choose inner child integration work.